What do you want?
Believe me, I wouldn't blame you if you slammed the door in my face. I wanted to bring her something. Do you think she'll like it?
So is this the whole story of the accident? And who are they? They're having a big kiss. Looks like they're enjoying it. And is this the road? Is this the horrible car that knocked you over?
And here's the horrible man who was driving it. This is for you. The dressing on her head. It's not serious, is it?
It's just a scratch. She's gonna be fine, honestly.
Oh, it's such a relief to hear you say that. Since Friday. It happened Friday, and all I've been able to think about is how much worse it might have been.
Maisie wants you to have it. Thank you present.
Oh, are you sure, Maisie? Oh, thank you. I'm gonna treasure this. She's a really great artist.
In which case, maybe I should bring you the biggest box of paints in the shop.
I don't mean to be rude or anything, but maybe you should stop buying her things. The accident. The police might think that you're trying to influence witnesses.
Maisie's not going to have to go to court, is she?
Absolutely not. It's an open and shut case. I'll be pleading guilty and taking full responsibility for what happened. I'm very sorry, Maisie. Will you ever be able to forgive me?
Good weekend, ladies?
Yes, thank you.
Well, as weekends go.
Yeah, mine was pretty great too.
Why ask when he obviously hasn't the slightest interest in the answer?
It's just a pleasantry, Dr. Hassan. It's the sort of thing that makes for a congenial working atmosphere.
I see. So what sort of weekend did you have, honestly?
Archibald!
Dr. Carter needs fitting with a volume control.
Jump, lad! You got your whole life ahead of you!
Do you know how much CO2 these little beasts are belting out?
No, nor do I wish to. I do not subscribe to this greener-than-thou malarkey.
Malarkey is 2008, not 1908, and whether you like it or not, sustainability is top of the agenda.
I'd forgotten you'd been on a course. So, what did you learn? How to wear a hair shirt?
I learned that this practice needs to reduce its carbon footprint. Right, starting with you lot, not jumping in your car every time you do a house call. I don't.
Can you see me on a bicycle?
Yeah, I can. Penny farthing.
Guten Morgen, buenos dias. Top of the morning, ladies.
Good morning. Did you have a good weekend?
Splendid, thank you. I took a lazy tootle around the Vale of Evesham.
You must tell me about it sometime.
I will. Yes, I'd like that.
Hi. How can I help you?
Now that is how a visitor should be greeted. You'll have to call around the university, give our receptionist a few lessons. Juliet Parsons, the practice manager who turned the surgery from a joke to a jewel in the NHS crown. Charles Devonshire, Pro Vice Chancellor with special responsibility for student welfare.
Oh, I thought that was Professor Armstrong's job.
No, he's resigned. I'm holding the fort until a permanent appointment is made. Interviews are next week.
You'll be applying, I hope?
And you, I hope, will be keeping your fingers crossed for me.
Oh, yes. All part of the service.
Ruth, Dr. Clay says it's nothing to worry about.
Great.
Professor Devonshire, I did tell you I had an appointment this morning.
She thinks I'm here spying on her.
Has it?
Actually, Dr. Clay, I hope you're keeping her fighting fit. The Student Welfare Office couldn't function without her. Could I borrow you for a moment of your time? If that's in order, I won't keep him long, I promise.
Oh, nice man. Yeah. I've got to get back to the mill, so if there's any problems, just call me, all right? All right.
Oh, it's been ages since we had a good old chat. So how's your lovely Davy then?
You're right. It has been a long time.
And thanks to the airbag, I walked away without a scratch.
Well, you should still have come in for a checkup just to be on the safe side.
Actually, I did see someone. Dr. Martin Lomax. Tubby Lomax, do you know him?
You went privately?
Perish the thought. And I was down to play squash with Tubby that very evening as it happened, and, well, rather than me giving him a thrashing, he gave me the once-over. And then the third degree. Wanted to know if I'd blacked out before.
You blacked out?
At the wheel. Well, at least I think I did. Momentarily. It's just like that little episode I was wittering on about last time I was here.
What little episode?
I told you I was at the kitchen table when I came round. That's the correct expression. Feeling a bit weird, no recall of what had happened. It can only have been for a minute at the most. Nothing really.
You've never mentioned anything like that?
I wouldn't expect you to remember.
Well, it's not a question of remembering, it's not in my notes. You complained of headaches?
Yes, I told you about those too. I don't suppose you thought my little blip was worth noting, and I don't blame you.
I would have noted everything you said, especially something like that.
Yes, Tubby thought it might be serious. Epilepsy, he thinks. Is that what you think?
Let's do lunch sometime. I can't remember the last time we did.
Yeah, great.
Today?
Oh, I can't, not today. I'm up to here.
Better make it soon. I won't be here much longer. Not if I can help it. I'm applying for every job going.
I thought you loved it working in student welfare.
I did, but it's not the same. Not anymore. Not since he took over. See ya.
Bye.
Why would I make it up? You think I'm wishing epilepsy on myself? You think I'm looking forward to being on medication for the rest of my life?
Well, I think you're jumping the gun there. I mean, this incident...
Incidents. It has happened twice now.
It could have any number of causes.
But epilepsy is a possibility.
A possibility, yes, but no more than that. No, I'd like to refer you to a specialist at St. Phil's.
That's what Tubby said you'd do. He's become quite the mother hen, I'm afraid, fussing over me. He's hoping you might be able to find time to run through my case notes with him. Might be an idea to correct them first.
Sorry, what?
Or write in what you forgot to write at the time.
You think I'd do that? That would be wrong. Totally wrong.
It would be wrong to put right a record that is obviously wrong. Well, that's just...
From day one at med school, they hammer into us that a GP's contemporaneous notes are sacrosanct.
I think you're worrying too much about him, Mia.
I cannot alter what's written there.
Even if your career depended on it.
If you lodge a complaint, you mean?
Try to see it from my point of view, Dr. Jim. I am responsible for student welfare. Lots of students use this practice. I can't be seen to be turning a blind eye to something others might call gross negligence. Make it easy on us both. Change your notes. It's your decision. No rush.
Julia is much more au fait with this sort of thing than I am. Dr. Carter wants to know the best places to dine out.
Oh, yeah?
Who is she then?
Well, I hope to be meeting up with a friend, an old friend and a colleague.
Okay, so where would a couple of old medics like to while away a busy evening? Now, this one's nice. We went there. I think we went there, didn't we? Didn't a whole gang of us go for Joe's birthday? Remember? George got drunk.
Kettle's pots, Julia.
No, this one. This one. That's fantastic. Yeah, you and your friend love it.
Oh, yes, indeed. Very jolly.
Just the ticket. Just the ticket.
He's remarkably happy for a Monday morning. Not as happy as you, darling.
You've lost me, Julia.
Well, now that you don't have the trial to worry about.
Oh, yes.
It must be a great relief for you, knowing it's all over and done with.
Water under the bridge.
Yeah. Well, now you can get on with the rest of your life.
I could if there weren't so many interruptions.
That's my opinion.
He didn't tell me. I know he didn't. He can't have. I'd have remembered. He only came to see me a few weeks ago.
When?
28th.
Of October. That's soon after Eva died.
Oh, of course, that's it. Problem solved. Poor Jimmy was just losing it big time. He was in no fit state to see patients.
I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, but that's what people are going to think. Oh. Maybe they're right. Maybe I did screw up.
Oh, Jimmy. Maybe Charles was
Right, just
right.
forget it.
I'm only trying to help.
Yeah, well, you can't. No one can. Miss Reynolds?
Have you thought that maybe you just maybe...
Which part of forget it did you not understand? Grab a seat.
Gina, it's Ruth. Hi. Yeah, about lunch. Are you still free today?
Look what a little girl's just given me for being the best nurse ever.
Yeah, very nice. Can you help me find the carrier bags?
What, to destroy them because they're a menace to our planet?
No, to bring home freebies from the eco fair.
The eco fair? They give things away?
Yeah, well, they did last year. Got a free energy-saving light bulb, a wormery starter kit.
I'd have to give that away, nobody'd buy it.
Well, it's not just that, there's other stuff too. And weavers, candle makers, guy who makes goat's cheese, chocolatiers. And last year there was some woman making knickers out of bamboo.
Hang on. A chocolatier is one who makes chocolate, right?
Yeah.
And they'll be giving away free samples.
Of course.
I'll get my coat.
What are you interested in him for?
I'm just curious as well.
He's been going around everywhere putting up those epilepsy posters, getting his face in the student paper to make sure everyone knows what a caring guy he is. He'll be around campus surgery later, I bet.
Is that his wife? She's very attractive.
And filthy rich. That's why he married her.
But you really hate him, don't you?
So would you if you worked for him. Oh, he's fine if you laugh at his jokes and go all fluttery when he flirts, jump when he says jump.
And if you don't?
He finds your weakness, works on it, never lets up. He's just a bully. You know the sort.
Yeah, I know the sort. Shouldn't be allowed to get away with it.
Oh, he will. He can get away with anything. Right, for example, he's been done for dangerous driving. He knocked down a little kid. That should be enough to scupper his chances in the interview next week. But knowing him, he'll get the police to drop the charges. But I bet he's got something up his sleeve.
I think I know what it is.
This is lovely. Really creamy. But I think I prefer the dark. Oh, that's so nice. I can't decide.
Well, you don't have to decide, do you? Because look, there's a variety box. You can just buy that.
Yes, thank you, Archie. That's a great idea.
Well, can't it wait till tomorrow?
No, I have to talk to you before then.
I've got a really busy afternoon, Jimmy.
Well, this evening then, after surgery, about 6:15.
Yeah, all right, if you insist. Hang on, yeah. 6:15. Yeah, don't be late.
Okay, thanks, Julia.
What's that?
Well, it's a battery, but it's amazing. You can run your MP3 player off it and never have to charge it from the mains.
Where'd it get its power from then?
Ah, well, that is the ultimate renewable energy source. There's a limited supply of it. It's always available.
Air.
Nope.
What then?
You know. Urea?
You're telling me this is full of...
Yep.
Ugh. Is that powered in the same way, do you think?
Could be.
Or is that the whole way you put it in? Must be easier for boys. What's that do then?
I don't know. It's like agitate it so you can get a chemical reaction or something.
Clockwork.
Ah, right.
I actually thought you had to...
No, we say... I was just winding her up.
Ah, well, that's when you made your mistake. It's this you should do in winding up.
Yeah.
Wicked. Can it pick up every programme? Yeah.
What, including Johnny Vaughan in the mornings?
I should think so.
Yeah, knew there'd be something wrong with it. What's this one then?
Yeah, I don't give a tinkers if your ingredients are locally sourced, providing your wine isn't. So what's your best red? Wasn't that banned under the Poisons Act of 1972? Yes, yeah, okay, not to worry. I know where I can lay my hands on a charming little Burgundy. Now I'll supply the wine.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Archie. Kirsten.
Hi.
I'm Michelle. I'm not his girlfriend or anything. We just work together. We're nurses at the campus surgery.
Campus?
Know of it? Heard of it. Are you a student then?
I came here for postgraduate year. Environmental studies.
Oh, Archie's really into the environment. He's always banging on about it. And he rides a bike.
Oh, keeps me fit.
I can see. Wind power. They're demonstrating a turbine, apparently. The last demo starts about now. I thought I'd pop along. I could show you where if you're interested.
Oh, there's no need. We went on the way in. It's very good.
Right.
And you should get going, though, because you don't want to miss the start.
No. I'll see you around, maybe.
Yeah, sure to.
Are you a total dingbat or a total dingbat?
What?
She wants you to go with her.
You reckon?
Yeah. I know, maybe it's for the best. When you was off last week, Melody said she missed having you around.
Yeah, but only as a mate.
Archie, as you've just proven, you're not very good at spotting what women want.
Come on, let's have you in one. A pretty face always sells newspapers.
It's great. Really, it is. VIP like you, finding time to do this. Helping others.
You hear that? Make it your headline. Front page. Student newspaper, dog my every step. I was involved in a road accident. Made their day. Especially when I told them I blacked out at the wheel.
Really?
Suspected epilepsy. You'd be amazed how many sufferers try to keep it a secret. Well, not me. I'm going to shout it from the rooftops.
Won't that ruin your chances in the interview?
Actually, it could work in my favour. The interview panel will bend over backwards not to be seen to be discriminatory.
That's good. And I mean, you know, the driving accident, no one's going to blame you for it, are they? Because it was down to your condition.
It's an ill wind, as they say.
So it's all going to work out fine. If you can convince people that you do actually have epilepsy.
An eminent private practitioner is willing to say it's a possibility. And Dr. Clay, I'm sure, will come to the same conclusion eventually. He's a good doctor, but a bit of a worrier, wouldn't you say?
He's very conscientious, very professional.
Exactly.
They'll do tests at the hospital. It'll show if you've got epilepsy or not.
I think not. The probability is they'll be inconclusive. They often are. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if I never had another seizure. So if I were making the whole thing up, heaven forbid, there's no one that can call my bluff, not even the very perceptive Pierce.
Look at this. Llamas World. They've got llamas in Lethbridge. Oh, hello again.
Michelle, am I right? I hope you've had Maisie's masterpiece framed.
It's Maisie and Professor Devonshire had a little accident, and Maisie painted a picture of it. You'll be really flattered to see who she cut out the magazine to be you.
Oh.
Hasn't Miss Ryder shown up yet?
Don't mind me, I'm on my way. I've taken up enough of Miss Pierce's valuable time. We've had a very interesting chat, wouldn't you say?
Very interesting, yeah.
She agrees with me, Jim. You worry too much. Looking forward to your phone call.
Jimmy.
You were discussing my decision with him?
No. Yes, but no, not in the way that you think. Listen, Jimmy, you did not make a mistake.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I made a mistake trusting you.
Charles Devonshire told Jimmy that he was not...
Ruth, stop. I don't want to hear it. If Jim wants to tell me, then he'll tell me. But I think you're really out of order discussing a doctor's decision with a patient.
I didn't.
Sometimes it really is best to keep this.
Spike Jeffries, of the Spike Jeffries trio. Yeah, I heard you cats upstairs at the Dog and Whistle. Yeah, you were laying down some mighty cool sounds. Any chance of you doing a private gig?
No. Well, I don't know what it is you've got against Charles Devonshire. Nah, he's a bit full of himself, but he's all right. Not as handsome as Daisy makes him out to be, though, of course. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose he's quite similar.
Is that supposed to be him?
Yeah. And there's a crash. And there he is kissing goodbye to his wife. In the station where he dropped her off, Maisie saw her get out of the car just before the accident happened.
Something I must do.
Yeah, me too, rolling 6 o'clock. Ruth, what are you doing?
No, too late by then. It's got to be now. Michelle, is there any chance you can cover for me here? Please.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
And so I said...
Not now, Mrs. Fraser. You'll have to tell me about it some other time. I'm exceptionally busy. I think some people only come in here to talk. They must be the bane of your life, too.
Sometimes just being able to talk does more good than anything I can prescribe. Do you have someone you can talk to?
I said all I had to say in the witness box. It's over and done with. Justice was done. End of, as Nurse Corrigan would say.
End of as far as judge and jury are concerned, but is it end of up here?
Yes.
Hi. Sorry, I know it's late, but can we have a chat? Sorry.
Sorry.
The thing is, I've thought of something. It's probably nothing, just me being stupid.
Stupid is the one thing you're not, Ms. Pierce.
The seizure, the one you had in the car, was it out of the blue? Or had you been feeling funny beforehand, behaving oddly?
I really can't remember.
Perhaps Mrs. Devonshire noticed something, that you weren't quite yourself when you were getting in the car.
Sadly, she was nowhere near at the time.
You said goodbye to her before you drove off.
I did no such thing.
You don't remember kissing your wife goodbye at the station?
That never happened.
Maisie Littler saw you.
She's making it up. You know what little girls are like.
Yeah, that's probably it. Still, it's worth asking Mrs. Devonshire just to make sure. There's something else I'd love to ask her. How does she manage those amazing makeovers? Maisie thought she looked just like Beyonce. You know, black, long hair. Maisie's collage. I'm sure Mrs. Devonshire would love to see it.
Who I may have been with at the station is none of your business.
I know that, Professor Devonshire, and I would really love to forget it. But I can't. Not when Dr. Clay cares so much about your condition. You know what a worrier he is.
What are you doing here?
I thought I'd hang around in case Jimmy fancied a drink later.
Oh, this isn't going to be one of those meetings where somebody ends up needing to drown their sorrows, is it? It's not serious, is it?
What happened to you? Sorry. Really sorry, Jimmy. I've been talking to Charles Devonshire.
Could this wait?
No. He says that he says that he suddenly remembered when he first got the symptoms. It was bonfire night and he came to see you in October, so he's realised he couldn't possibly have told you about them.
He said that?
Yeah, and he's really sorry about this morning's little misunderstanding. He said that he wants you to forget the whole conversation even happened. And he said that the campus surgery is very fortunate to have such a competent and principled GP.
Aw, isn't he a nice guy? I hope he gets the job.
Yeah.
So he came to see me to say all of that?
No, I went to see him. He's sorted, Jimmy.
Thank you, Ruth.
Anyway, what did you want to talk to me about?
Yeah, it was that, I thought the campus could offer the Students' Union a sports injury clinic, and, you know, give attendances at matches and what have you.
Yeah, well, it's a very nice idea, Jimmy, but I don't think it merits an after-work meeting, do you? Anyway, come on, let's get it over with.
So, come on. What really happened?
Tell me.
No. Sometimes I think it's best to keep this.
Can you imagine dining in that little beauty?
A narrowboat on the Leatherbridge Canal.
Its crew augmented for one night only by Mr. Spike Jeffries and his trio, creating the perfect foot-stomping atmosphere in which to enjoy the finest foods and a rather charming little Chateauneuf du pub. It's the 2003...
Well, I know nothing about wine.
I'm sure you'll find it perfectly palatable.
Well, I'm sure you'll have a very pleasant evening. I'll think of you as I defrost my lasagna.
Well, I'm sure you could always,
And finish my book.
Well, surely it can wait.
It's a library book. Due back tomorrow.
But a modest fine is, Yes, of course, I understand. I understand perfectly.
I knew you would, Heston.
Good steak, good wine, good jazz, a narrow boat. It's the sort of evening anyone would enjoy.
Sounds like the sort of evening you'd enjoy. Maybe it would have been cleverer to think about something that she'd have liked.
Oh, my dear boy, I think you have hit the nail on the old proverbial. That is exactly what I should do. How can I begin to thank you? You fond of jazz?
Tea. You're planning to work late?
Oh, Mondays is always an uphill struggle, and that's not the half of it. I've got a Christmas card list waiting for me at home, and that cake won't ice itself.
Displacement activities. They might work in the short term, but if you're ever to get over this rape, you have to talk to someone about it. You know that as well as I do.
Dr. Hassan?
Or it'll eat you up from the inside. You know where I am.
I don't think a baby's going to suddenly make everything right.
I do not fancy you. I do not want to go out with you. Is that open enough?
Yep. If you want to breastfeed, you'll do it at home.
Some babies feed every 2 hours.
So? You got nothing else to do?
It's exciting, spontaneous.
I know.
So, are you in or are you out?
I'm in.
A psychic has to convince the skeptics that her vision of a killing is for real in Diagnosis Murder next. And later on BBC1 Scotland.